Okay, I'm back at it again, and this time I'm making mac and cheese that I'm going to bake in the oven, but I'm going to add some uh, fresh broccoli to it. And what I'm also doing that's a little different is I eat a lot of cheese, so I have kind of different scraps of leftover Parmesan. I have uh, some brie. I have some Italian, 6 cheese blend Italian, and some sharp cheddar. So I'm gonna uh, mix 1 egg, and I'll do a cup of milk and uh, a stick of butter. It's 1, 2, 3. I think it's half a cup, basically, the length of one of these. And I'll mix that with 8 ounces of cooked um, pasta shells. I tried the pasta shells instead of macaroni, just to try something different. Okay, so I'm gonna mix these things all together, then put it into this uh, pot, stick it in the oven, and cook it for about 40 minutes and see how it goes. This is me completely winging it on the macaroni and cheese, but like I said, use 1 egg, cup of butter, a stick of butter, 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, with 8 ounces of shells, and I would say, I guess it's maybe 2 cups of broccoli and a mixture of cheeses. I want it to be really cheesy. So let's get started, and I will take it from there. Okay, so I'm gonna get mixing this stuff. So the butter I had was sitting in the freezer. So I just finished the eggshells. I drained out the water, and I put the butter in with the eggshells just so it can kind of help melt. Meanwhile, I'm going to mix my cup of milk here. And my egg. Okay. So I'm just mixing the egg and the milk together. That way it kind of spreads around the whole thing. I was going to put the pasta in first and then mix, but I want to make sure that the egg is thoroughly kind of blended with the milk, and add the cheese and all that other stuff to it, just to make sure that there's not like bits of egg mixed with the shell that's not thoroughly mixed in. Hope that made sense. All right. So now I will just grab a bit of, like a handful of cheese, of cheddar cheese. And so 2 hands for that, and then I'm gonna break up the broccoli as much as possible. I mean, I'm just trying to, I got a lot of broccoli, so I wanna just make sure I use it. I could have just steamed it on its own and eaten it like that, but I don't know, the idea of cooking the broccoli and mixing it with all the cheese and the pasta just sounded really good. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see how it tastes. And then basically I just wanna break up the broccoli a little bit. I'm not gonna like chop it up or anything like that. Just break it into smaller little bites. Ta-ta. Okay, so got the egg milk and broccoli and some cheese. Just mixing that all up. Okay. Oh, and I also had this French like sheep's milk cheese. I want to use up that. That's really kind of creamy and has an interesting taste to it. So I'm gonna add about a block's worth, half a block to mix it in. I just want to kind of throw in all these different kind of cheeses in it. One, to use them up, but also to, I'm going to add this cheese too. So I guess because I love cheese, we can just ballpark the amounts of cheese. So this will be a seriously creamy cheese, but I hope the broccoli will help it be relatively healthy. All right, so let me go get the macaroni and butter. Okay, so I've got the macaroni and cheese. This is 8 ounces of, a little over 8 ounces, let's say 10, of the pasta shells with the stick of butter that I put in to kind of help it melt a bit. I'm gonna add that to the egg, cheese, and milk and broccoli. Okay. So we're gonna stir all this up. It does look good. So I want to mix in the rest of the different cheeses in here. So this is the brie. We got so I'll take a good chunk of it. I'll say that much. But I'll break it into smaller bits to mix it around so it's not clumped up in one area. And I have this Parmigiano that's left, and I'm not going to use all of this, but I'm just going to grate off some. I don't know if you can see. So it has just a lot of different cheesy flavors, and I'm using up what I have in the refrigerator. Alright, this is enough of that. Stick this back in this bag. I'm gonna put the Parmesan in. Okay. So I got this 6 cheese Italian blend. Just use a handful of this. Basically mix that in. And then I'm gonna mix in some more of the cheddar cheese, because I love cheddar cheese. So hopefully this will turn out to taste well. I've never been a macaroni and cheese cooker, so this will just be an interesting test of how it goes. Okay, so here's kind of how it's turned out so far. I mean, it's looking good. And I'm gonna pour it into this container that I have. Okay. So got that there. And I'm gonna add another coating of the cheddar cheese on top. And the Italian cheese as well. Let's give it a good mix of the two. So here we go. I'm going to stick this in the oven for, I guess, about 40-45 minutes and take it from there. All right.